what I really want to do after noticing sciences ain't really my thing.
Right.
Because only chemistry I could really do well.
Mm-hmm.
But then you in Uganda um, you have to do two sciences for you
Yeah.
to be able to do any engineering course. So
Okay.
that I put aside and I was like, okay,
Mm.
well now arts, dear arts, what can you offer me?
Mm-hmm.
And then boom, there was law.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I've been too good in history, English,
Yeah.
and any literature.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided maybe
Yeah.
since these two
Mm.
are not, I mean, since these three are
Uh-huh.
not going to happen, I should pick up this one now.
Okay.
And after results, yeah, it came out well. So I
Okay.
decided to apply. When I applied,
Mm-hmm.
boom, I
Right there.
was accepted, and
Yeah.
it started right there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
That's nice.
that is how it started.
Okay, I see. And one thing I would say, Jong, is for me, I really wanted to become a lawyer at one point. Like, especially when I was in high school, I was always like, I want to be a lawyer. But then I didn't quite get the difference between a lawyer and a judge. I thought a lawyer would be a judge automatically, and I didn't want to do the judge part. I didn't want to be like the person judging other people. So I said, no, I don't want to do this. That's why I lost it, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it was that
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
at some point, we all thought
Mm.
after graduating, maybe in law school, you become a judge.
Judge, yeah, that
But
thing,
then
man.
it doesn't happen that way. Being a
Yeah.
judge, you have to go through a lot of
Mm.
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to practice law for you to
Right.
graduate to become the
That's
judge.
awesome. I think like you really made it nice. I personally believe there are some courses that we really need to do even if we have other careers, things like being a lawyer,
Exactly.
being a psychologist,
Exactly.
and also being a philosopher, by
Yeah.
the way.
Being a
Yeah, I'm
philosopher,
thinking that.
boom, that's
Yeah, these are
that
courses
could
you
not
could.
miss.
Yeah, these are courses we could do and still be something else we want to be, right?
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
All
Exactly.
right. So yeah, so then the path towards becoming a lawyer became the reality for you. What was it like?
Became
Was it like some smooth thing? Just
so
do like and it was all good.
yeah.
Tell us about the journey, man.
So the moment you join university, you are so excited, and
Mhm.
everybody's wishing you well. Like this is a huge step for you, and
Mm.
you feel so big. Like I'm grown now. So
Yes.
and then when we're in primary, I mean secondary, people used to tell us, you know what? Here you are reading, thorough reading. Then at the university,
Mm.
you're gonna do whatever you want,
Okay.
chill,
Uh-huh.
do parties and all that.
Yeah.
And then boom, it was something different when we joined university, especially for my
Okay.
course. You
Yes.
have to do a lot of reading.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when you are giving an answer, there you have to support it with about 3 to 4 decided cases. Imagine. And
Uh-huh.
then somebody like us that are not, some people like us that are not, that were not so much into reading,
Uh-huh.
had to start reading and cramming and all that.
Okay.
So that has been really a tough work.
Mm-hmm.
But then way before that, like I said earlier, joining university,
Mm.
you become so excited and all that. So my social life
Mm.
became so funny. I happened to
Mm-hmm.
be this guy that you are told to do this, but I'm doing opposite. Because
Okay.
when we did orientation, we were told you should put on
Mm.
long sleeved shirt,
Yes.
then a good trouser, not just a trouser.
Okay.
So and
Uh,
tuck it in. Me, I'm
right.
coming to school with a jean, sometimes
Mm-hmm.
with t-shirts
Yes.
and some funny shoes. And everybody's looking at me, are you really prepared to become a lawyer? Like, and I keep
Yes.
asking them,
Mm,
who dictated this? Who dictated lawyers to wearing suits or
mm,
this kind of dress code or what you call official? Like,
mhm,
I can be dressed like this, but I am official. Like,
mhm.
I don't have to be in this dress and all that. So that
Okay.
was also a struggle.
Uh-huh.
And then now people,
Right there.
people at some point try to define you.
Mhm.
They try to make you become a person they want you to become, but not the person you want to become.
Okay.
Because at some point, I had people coming in. You know what? You can be good. You can be a good doctor.
Okay.
Like you are attentive and
Mm.
you are slow at doing your things. And I look at them and be like, okay, fine. If there are no slow lawyers, then I'll be the first.
Okay.
So yeah, that, and through that, by the way, I learned
Mm.
not to focus so much on people. They take the positivity they bring with them and leave the negativity. That was also a challenge,
Okay.
but I went through it.
Mhm.
And then there's what we call
Mm.
sleepless nights, like I said earlier.
Okay. Okay. Uh-huh.
So I have my dean. My dean is some good guy. Sometimes he calls me, "Hey, Ajang, I want you
Mm.
to read this case."
Right.
Even in the middle of the night, he sends me a case, and I read through it, and he tells me, "Okay, write for me your legal opinion on that case."
Mm. Mm.
Sir, you haven't taught us a legal opinion yet, and you're asking me, well, yeah, go and do research.
Okay.
In class, we give you basics, then you go and do the rest.
Yes.
So I have to research. I have to wake up General D if he knows any,
Yes.
and then
Uh-huh.
go on writing it, and he corrects it and
Mm.
sends me another case to read
Mm.
and do the same. So through the sleepless nights, I learned how to read, and
Yeah.
I learned even before we were
Mm.
taught legal opinion, I learned what legal opinion was.
Okay.
So that was a challenge, but I learned through that challenge.
Mhm.
And then now coming to personal, I, coming to school, I am this guy that is not so much into asking people for help whenever I am in need. I
Okay.
just let things slide and try to figure them out by myself.
Mm.
So whenever I had no money, I walked to school,
Yeah.
maybe early in the morning, then spend the whole day there without
Mm.
breakfast or even lunch. Sometimes under the sun, I have to walk there and
Mm.
to school. But then through this, okay, I told myself, okay, you know what, Ajang, you cannot ask.
Mm. Uh-huh. Yes,
Now, what are you
dear.
gonna do?
Uh-huh.
But through that, and life went on well,
Mhm.
and then proceeded with my studies until today.
Okay.
And I think that has been it all.
Okay.
That has been it.
Was there a time
And
when
then there's one
you were like, hell, I can't even continue with this. I don't want just to stop. Yeah.
Okay. There was this time
Mm-hmm.
um, we sat for there's a course unit they call conflict of laws.
Mm-hmm.
Conflict of laws. It is not what it sounds like. It's not conflict,
Okay.
but then it is conflict.
Mm.
So where two
Mm. It's like I'm losing a voice, Jan. I'm not also sure if it is
two
on my side.
in are trying. Oh, okay. Okay, I had a call, so I'm like
Okay. Uh-huh.
conflict of law,
Mm-hmm.
and then where two different laws are used to try a case
Okay.
of different countries. So,
Right. Ah,
and
okay.
the
Okay.
lecturer we had,
Mm.
wasn't so good.
Mm.
And at some point, we do not get anything. And try to tell our
Mm.
dean he's so
Mm.
relaxed.
Okay.
And then things are becoming tough on the other side financially because I was supporting myself.
Okay.
And then at some point, yeah, I was like, what's the need of school anyways? If I can try to hustle, maybe
Mm.
I
Mm.
can have a business elsewhere and try
Mm.
to focus on business and let alone school. Maybe I can come back
Mm.
and proceed with it later.
Uh-huh.
So at some point, yeah, that happened. At some point, that
Okay.
happened.
Wow. Okay. That's good, then, man. I'm happy that we are here today talking to you as a lawyer. You didn't give up on the way. So many hurdles. Is that the daily life of a young law student? Did you have colleagues who were also struggling with issues like these, or even issues that were tougher than this, and they graduated today?
Yeah, I think there were those that were better off. Like
Mm-hmm.
there are those that come to school with cars, and I'm like, oh, okay,
I
I'm
know, man.
sitting, and these people are driving cars.
I know, man.
And those
Yeah.
they have lunch, breakfast,
Mm.
everything they have, they want, they get it. And then
Yeah.
there's me that has to hustle. Sometimes I
Right.
have to miss classes because
Mm-hmm.
I have to hustle to print courseworks and any other requirement from school.
Mm-hmm.
And then I believe there were also those that I was better off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, we had one that actually dropped out, did not
Mm.
proceed because the parent actually died, and
Oh, sorry.
he could not
Mm.
proceed because
Yeah.
of tuition fees and all that.
Wow.
So everybody struggled, but there were those that struggled better and those that did not have the
Mm.
hand to struggle, but
Right.
dropped out. And there
Yeah.
are those that did not struggle, but they were here today.
True. True.
So
Okay. Wow. Oh, man, that was like a fight for sure. And congratulations one more time, man, for making it to this end.
thank you
Yeah.
so
Do
much.
you have
Really
any ever
grateful.
had a conversation, Dion, maybe with someone who's already a lawyer and has been practicing, and they
Mm.
tell you some of their struggles, like are lawyers also depressed, or there are some people having a blissful life in the society in so much respect? Is it going to be a struggle also outside there when you become like a practitioner of this thing? Yeah.
I believe there's struggles everywhere, even
Mm-hmm.
where life really looks so sweet. I
Mm.
believe there are also struggles. So
Okay.
in I've talked to a few people, and
Mm.
they tell me, you know what, law
Mm.
isn't really hard. Practicing it isn't really hard. But
Uh-huh.
what is hard is when you come from an English background.
Uh.
Most of the judges we have are Arabic pattern.
Yeah, by the
And
way.
so sometimes they have to push you out simply because they do not understand your English.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk to you in Arabic and you cannot understand them.
Yeah.
So you have to look for a translator to come, bring a translator. What if this translator doesn't say exactly what I wanted to be passed out there?
Right.
But that is a challenge. And
Okay.
that if I go out to practice, that is one of the challenges I would find. And
Mm.
again, some of them tell me, you know what, as per now,
Mm.
we wouldn't wish that you come to the market
Mm-hmm.
because the market isn't really that good. Maybe you can go to,
Mm.
apply to any company and to
Yeah.
be one of their
Mm.
legal persons,
Okay.
because in the market, there's so much mixture of mixture of cases like criminal cases and civil cases.
Yeah.
So it is a messed up system, and some of them say we do not want you to be part of this messed system. Maybe you can try
Okay.
elsewhere. Maybe after the system is set,
Mm-hmm.
you can come back to practice. Yeah. So
Okay.
there's struggles. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that, man. Yeah, but that's life, right? In general, they say like
That,
life is
that's
difficult and we have to
life.
deal with
Yeah.
it, right?
Exactly, and
Or is
it
it
is through
is
these struggles that we learn.
uh or maybe it's
And if
twice
you
as
don't
difficult.
see
Uh-huh.
exactly, yeah, exactly.
It could be twice as
And
difficult for a young
you know,
lawyer, right?
it could be twice. You never know. But then
Okay. Uh,
I believe in difficult moments. That is when we really know who we are.
mm, okay.
That is, if you are this person that is weak, well,
Mm,
if the situations become tough, you're gonna
right.
pull out.
Okay.
But if you are determined and you know what you want, if
Mm-hmm.
the system is tough, you
Right.
become tougher and go through it. Yeah.
Awesome. I see colleagues are raising their hands. Maybe I'll do like a bit of quick fire with you, De Jong. Then we let our colleagues also share their experiences, and maybe they have some questions for you. So I
All
have this
right.
I have this quick question for you, De Jong. You know, a
Okay.
lawyer, they know there are people say like lawyers can argue a lot, like the same thing. Like when I did my philosophy school, and my uncle was talking to my father, they were like, "What did you do?" I was like, "I did philosophy." They don't get it. And I'll be like, "Oh, so you went to school to do monagisha, like to be arguing with people, right?" That's the definition
Yeah.
of philosophy. Do people also think that lawyers are just
Yeah.
there to argue for nothing, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said earlier, I've had people say you can be a good doctor and all that
Uh,
simply
uh,
because they believe I am this quiet person. And
uh-huh.
then lawyers don't need to be quiet. Like they just need to argue,
Argue all the
talk
time,
on
right?
anything. No, all the time. I
Okay.
keep telling them, well, it's not everyone that argues all the
Mm,
time. Like
yeah.
when you have a subject to argue upon, then
Uh-huh.
we go on. But if there
Okay.
is nothing, like we just
Uh-huh.
try to keep quiet. Yeah.
I have another thing
So
too.
it's
I have another thing for you to joke. People say that
yeah.
lawyers are liars. Like lawyers lie a lot.
Okay.
Are you willing to lie?
Well, I believe yes, lawyers are liars, and I'm one of those that believes in that saying
Okay.
because well, sometimes I believe lies, a well
Mm.
structured lie can become somebody's truth.
Okay.
So sometimes you have to lie somebody out of something,
Right.
or you have to lie to somebody to get out of something.
Okay.
So I am willing to lie anytime as long as it's paying me. I am lying.
Okay. Okay.
So
That's a
yeah.
nice one right there. I like the pay part of it. Okay. So let's open it up, Dion, for the colleagues. I saw a hand from Sidonia and I saw a hand from Chris and Majok. Maybe we'll go in that order and let's hear what they have for you. So Sidonia, would you like to take it up?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, once more, I would like to congratulate John for the great achievement. And then mine, I think, are two questions. I think I forgot the other one, but I'll see in the process if I get to remember.
Okay.
One, John, you talk of the challenge whereby, the language barrier. So what do you plan to do about this? Like how do you plan to tackle this challenge that you are foreseen outside there? What are you doing already, or what are you going to do in future, to address that challenge of the language barrier? Like, would you want to take Arabic classes? Would you want like to have some translators, or how do you want to proceed from there? That is one thing. What was the other one?
Okay.
Yes.
Nice question
Yes.
there.
Well,
Dion, can you
maybe I
answer?
can answer this as you
Yeah,
think of
answer
the
this
other.
as you think to find
Yeah.
another one. Mhm.
I have already remembered.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I talk?
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes. Another thing was the young that people telling you that you should like join the companies, find something to do. Like, yeah, on the perspective of as a young person and starting your life over, I see that is like that would be a great start. But again, I'm also thinking about, right, currently there are so many people like in the prisons, but they do not have access to the legal aid, they don't have the legal services. So what do you as young lawyers plan to do about such people? Because sometimes you'll find somebody is in the prison, has spent 2 to 3 years without even having been tried, you know, their cases have not been decided on, they have not been tried, they're on the remand, and they're still in the prison. And sometimes they don't even know their rights, you know, even after like they could be in the prison for like a year. And then after that, they go out like when their cases are tried on now, a year that there is another year on top of that. When he come out, he does not ask for compensation. So what do you as the young lawyers plan to do about such cases? Thank you. The third one I forgot completely.
Okay. Wow. This is fire. Thank you so much, Sidonia. Feels like Ngong, I think I can answer your first question. How does it feel to become a lawyer?
Okay.
Like, I feel so good now.
Okay, good.
I feel like I'm already practicing and already in the field.
Nice.
So yeah, Sidonia. To the first question, well, I really plan on having Arabic classes because even those that graduated with us today, most of them were Arabic pattern, and those that are already in the field practicing are also Arabic pattern. And maybe by the time we get into that level of practicing, those that are already practicing will become judges, and these judges and those that are practicing, and these people that are already practicing will become judges, and they are also Arabic pattern. So it's going to be a series of discomfort. So it's rather I branch for Arabic classes, and as I do my masters, so I want to apply for masters, then do Arabic classes at the same time. That is on the first question. Then on the second, what do we plan as young lawyers? Well, what I plan as me, because I haven't interacted with lawyers or young lawyers, young upcoming lawyers on this particular issue. But then as I was doing my practice last year, internship, I was taken to Northern Division Prison Police. Yeah. So as a prosecution attorney, so we do visit cells. We see who is in the cell and why they in the cell, and we found a lot of people there. And again, they had no cases. Like no cases were brought forward to the prosecution attorney, and people are just brought in and put into cells, and they are not tried, and their cases are not taken forward. Some do not have cases. Some do not even know why they are there, but they are there. So to me, currently, there's nothing much we can do because the system is already the way it is, and fighting the system is really so hard. But we will try to fight it. And on the side of rights, they do not know their rights. That is totally true, by the way. Most of them do not know their rights. So I personally, and maybe a few people that I will talk to, what we'll try to do is to educate the people about generally the law, what the law requires of them, and what rights the law gives them. Maybe create spaces or do general campaign on and yeah, keeping them aware of what the law is and what their rights are. Basically, that is what I can say on your questions. Maybe they are not satisfying, but yeah, I'm yet to see the challenges on that part, and from the challenges, that is where we derive our solutions to them. So maybe as I go into practice, I'll get more challenges on this particular question and derive solutions to it. So yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dio.
Well, thank you. Yes, thank you, Dijong. I would say that was super insightful. Thank you. I think your answers are satisfying. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Dan.
All right, cool. That was nice, guys. And I give it to Chris, and then we go to Majok after that. Chris, I see your hand. Please take the mic. Hi, Chris. You hearing us? Yeah, I can hear you now. Hey, Chris. Struggling to hear you.
A long journey, and at last you made it.
Thank you, Chris. I think Chris is struggling with the internet.
Yeah, I think, okay. Maybe Chris will hold on a bit with you. We'll come back to you. Majok, would you like to take the opportunity then?
Thank you so much, and thank you so much the team for joining this great day. So happy and so overwhelmed with this great achievement marathon, but they're achievable by champion people like him. What I will just say are, I will not ask them a question because, like, Sidonia has already summarized my questions, which is good. But what I know so far about Ajang is a strong gentleman, and I know these are the people the system will always refuse, because they will make sure that they work so hard to make sure they change things, but it will not be easy in our current situation. Especially advise him that he has to work so hard, and like when he was trying to explain his history, is
Yes, Majok, am I losing you or it's only on my end?
I think I'm losing him too.
Yeah.
He works for it so much, and that's it. People...
Me too.
Hello.
Oh, yes, we can hear you back now.
Yes, Majok.
Oh, okay, thank you. So I was saying, there is a saying that says always, when like you struggle for your own, those who struggle for their own at some time are 90% successful than those who are supported by a rich family. So like a team hustlers are always the best. So this was something something that we can never forget. You work for it and you achieve it. So with this regard, I don't have much to say, but I just want to congratulate and thank him for such a great work he has, and he has to continue doing more. Thank you so much. Over.
Oh, thank you so much, Majok. I love the words. I love the words. Thank you so much. They're full of encouragement. I've had them and I was pushed through. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Chris, if you're back, I'm giving you the mic. Chris, if you can hear us. Okay. Chris is maybe he's hearing out, but we can hear him now. Dion, and with all the things that are happening right now, the conversation, the struggle, and the future challenges, by the way, what's next? You want to quit, faint, and go home? What is the next big thing?
We're team no retreat, bro.
Yeah.
We're not quitting.
All right.
Come fire, come water, we are pushing through.
Awesome.
We have to see the end of the tunnel. So
awesome.
I am going through.
What's the next big thing now?
The next big thing now after this, I think I already have a role model in the Tukul.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go for masters. I want to be where he is today.
Hey, let's clap for
So,
the young
yeah.
guys. Hey. and
Uh,
and the
right
accountability
after
thing
this,
is right
I'll
here. The accountability thing, the accountability
yeah,
people have had it.
accountability thing.
The accountability people in the room have had it. Once we don't do it, the young man, what did you say the other day? And the meeting is recorded. Oh yeah, go ahead.
The accountability.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So Ngong, you've seriously inspired most of us, and I am one of those that you've inspired through your work. And hearing you doing 2 masters at a go the other time makes me want to do 3.
Okay.
But yeah,
That's nice.
yeah, I'm gonna start with 1. So maybe what I want to do now is maybe apply to any of the law firms.
Right.
And, if I'm taken in and I start my work, maybe I can apply for masters evening classes at Jamajuba. And after that, maybe I can decide to have my own law firm or any other thing right from there after getting the market that I want.
Wow.
To you, Jack.
Amen to you, man.
That's a
Amen
good
to
idea,
you.
man. I really like that.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Dion.
Thank
That's
you.
really nice, man. Yeah, that's a prayer God will hear definitely. And we are here. We are here to to make sure we get closer. So yeah, the day you're applying to the university, let us know. If you don't have an ink or you don't have a pen, you can buy when you pen, say fill that application form. Yeah, maybe
I will
more
definitely do
allowed to go to university. We say, let's walk. We just walk there, knock with stories. Yeah, so we're
I
here
will
to
surely
support.
do so. I will
Yeah,
surely do
man.
so.
That's awesome, bro. Yeah, guys. Yeah, if you have something to share with the young, please open your mic or just raise your hand. We'll give you the space. We have strictly 1 minute for that. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah, guys, thank you very much, man. And Dion, all the best with your practice and with your big plans and everything that awaits a lawyer. I know the world is changing a lot. Like even in the next 50 years, we don't know what lawyers will be doing. Maybe AI will have taken over.
Exactly.
They'll be like,
Exactly.
you lawyers, we don't even need you people, but that's something we don't know. Maybe there'll be new law we'll be studying, maybe social media law, whatever. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah. We also hope that South Sudan will be in place, especially with people with your talent and skills to continue to be relevant in conversations that are being held across the world and also to actually address new things that people will be dealing with, right? So
Yeah, sure.
maybe people will be dealing with like data stealing or something. Not like where people steal money or cows. Yeah. Yeah, we also need our laws to move in that direction. Yeah.
Exactly.
Awesome.
And,
Hey,
that will
thank
be a
you.
start. Some of us.
Nice. Thank you very much. And I also believe that big corporations will also need lawyers, like even Facebook itself, Google, and other things. They also need like legal services that are aligned with the technology. Yeah. So all the best of that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome,
Thank you
man.
so much.
Okay, so thank you, DeYoung, for sharing your story. That has really inspired me right here. And I believe also this is going down with the Tukul members here. We have recorded this. We'll put it on, guys, we are going to put this on our YouTube space and also on our WhatsApp group and maybe on Facebook so that people can have wider story of DeYoung. Really inspirational young man here doing all the best. And yeah, these are stories I believe our young people also need to hear, right? So DeYoung, thank you very much for sharing your life. I really appreciate your time in the Tukul. And what did it feel like to be a guest, man? We have been co-hosts for some time. You feel now you're made in a line? You feel you're made in a line,
exactly.
Right?
So it's like coming home and everybody's like, you know what? This is where you used to sit. Now you're not sitting here. This is now you.
Right there, man.
So yeah,
awesome. Yeah. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the time, and everyone have a good night. Thanks for your time in the Tukul. See you all next Saturday.
Thank you.